Hi guys, this is Mari from I.CreateMySpace. Today I'm going to be showing you another DIY that I'm about to do for myself. Now, as you can see this plant right here, this one, I'm going to do a DIY with her. The pot, as you could see here, it's not too tall. And the plant is she's getting very big. She's getting very tall. Now, what's going on with my plant here is that the branches are getting very heavy and they're just dropping to this side. So what I've done is I put these little sticks here, as you could see, and they're kind of holding these branches here on its place, but not all the way. I've had already a few branches that are falling down and they have broken. So let me show you what I have thought about and what I am going to do with her. Okay, so this is what I thought about. I have that glass cylinder, which I've had for the past 2 years. My mother-in-law gave it to me, and I really had absolutely no idea of what to do with it. I know that a lot of people put a lot of like colorful branches, they put flowers, but I wanted it something different. I really don't like to be like anybody else. So I wanted something unique and something different, and this is what I thought about. What I decided to do is that I am going to put my plant inside of that cylinder. And in the bottom, we have to put some drainage, some little draining stones, some little pebbles, some stones. Then I am going to put some sand, and then I am going to put the soil, and then I'm going to put the plant inside. After I put the plant inside, I am going to put these rocks that I have left over from my prior project, which is the first video that I have. Now, make sure that your cylinder is absolutely clean, and let's get started. So as you could see, I've already put the little pebbles, the little tiny stones. I put them on the bottom, and this is how it looks. This is going to help for the soil to drain and for the roots of your plant not to rot. Next, I've added the sand, and this is what the bottom is starting to look like. You see the little stones are on the bottom. They really don't show, but they're pretty much on the bottom, covering the whole entire bottom. Now, like I said before, this is going to be something that's going to help the roots of your plant not to rot once you put a little tiny bit of water. Because when you put the plants in here, you're not supposed to water them like you do with a regular plant. If you do this, your plant will absolutely die. Next, guys, make sure you wear some gloves because you're going to be handling the plant and you're going to be handling the soil. The plant is going to sting you a little bit, and you don't want to get the soil all over your hands. So make sure that you wear some gloves as long as you're handling the plant. And this is what my final project looks like. This is what they call a terrarium. It's a plant basically that is planted inside of a glass container, whether it has a lid or whether it might be open. And to me, it's something that looks very zen. Like I mentioned before, let's recap. In the bottom, it has 3 layers. Well, it's actually 4 layers, but okay, the first layer is small little pebbles that you cannot see because they cover the bottom of the cylinder. The second layer is the sand. The third layer is going to be your soil. And the fourth layer is going to be any kind of little stone that you might have or you want to buy just to make it look nice for decoration. Now, this is what it looks like. I think it looks very simple and it's very zen. Like I said, I'm into this stuff. It looks really nice. And it basically did not cost me any money. I had the cylinder for the past 2 years. The sand was from outside of my house. I had the tiny little pebbles. And the soil was inside of the pot with my plant. The plant, I've had it for a year. And the bigger little stones, those were from a project, which is another DIY, which is on my very first video. Now, the terrariums there's 2 types of terrariums. Number 1 is the one that is closed, which the plant is planted inside of a glass container or a cylinder, and then they put a lid on it. Now, that type of terrarium is self-sustaining, meaning that once you have completed all the steps like I have done, then what you do is you lightly water it, you put the lid over it, and you don't have to worry about this anymore. You don't have to ever water it because it will water itself. Now, the second type of terrarium is the one that I have, which is an open terrarium, which, as you could see, this is the cylinder and it's open. That's how the plant is inside. Now, this type of terrarium, what you have to do is that once you plant it, you have to get a sprayer bottle and you do like 2 pumps, and then you're going to forget about it. You're going to forget about it for the next 3 to 4 months. You don't have to water this, because if you overwater it, what you're going to do is that you're going to kill the plant because you're going to make the roots rot. Now, after 3 to 4 months, make sure that you check. If the soil feels dry, then get a sprayer bottle again and do 2 pumps and spray it very, very lightly and forget about it for another 4 months. Well guys, I hope that you have enjoyed my DIY. I will be uploading more videos soon, and thank you for watching.